I'm messing around with you again. I'm playing with your mind. That's an example of TEFL time. You know TEFL time, yes. You say to the children, okay, you need to tidy up in 5, and you count down, but you go 5, 4, 3, 2, or you say 5, 4.5, and of course 5 seconds can take at least like a whole minute. There we go, that's what we could do for the entire live stream.
Well, I don't think
we count down from 5 seconds and it lasts the whole 45 minutes. Hello to you and thank you very much for joining us on our Facebook live stream. The topic is the effective use of TPR, but we will come on to that shortly. How was your Halloween, by the way, Edita?
It was okay.
Yeah?
It was okay. Well, I wasn't really attending any party, but I saw a lot of carnival masks.
Excellent, that's all good.
How did you enjoy your...
Yeah, I was dressing up, all sorts. We had a very busy Halloween, as I'm sure you know. We'll come on to sort of like how that went. But I'm wearing a Halloween costume now. Have you not noticed?
No, I haven't.
No, look. Well, first of all, this is brown, so obviously this is for autumn.
Of course.
Which is one of my favourite English words, autumnal. It's one of my favourite British English words. Our American cousins, though, of course, they say fall. Yeah. And for me, I was saying, well, in American English, you know, it's very literal, you know, so fall for the leaves falling. And I was thinking that this is kind of, you know, an example of the differences. But apparently it's actually British English, fall.
Is it?
Yes, it was used by the Tudors. The Tudors didn't say autumn. They called it the fall, the season. Yeah. Really? And that's kind of like carried across to America. So very often we sort of think, you know, America is they've changed the language, it's more modern and the spelling is easier, which the spelling is easier. As somebody who's partially dyslexic, that's definitely true. But you would actually think that, you know, that American English is sort of like more modern and the British English is older. It's not true. That when a lot of people moved across to America, and of course there was lots of French and German speakers there, they stayed true to the English that they spoke when they left. Okay. So they carried a lot of these old words across, and Z and Z, we always think Z is American, but originally it was British English. Right. Yeah, so it's sort of like, it's been quite a modern thing to actually say Z and not Z. But you haven't guessed my Halloween costume.
No, I think you're not liking the mask. Come on, Steve.
No, well, okay, I didn't put on a big mask. I didn't make much of an effort because Halloween just finished now. We moved on to November. No, I am dressed as a geography teacher.
Are you?
Yes, this is my Halloween costume, a geography teacher. I only wear this during the autumn or the fall because look, it's got elbow patches.
Alright, okay.
That's how you know it's a geography teacher, because they always have elbow patches. They're getting down on the ground and they're looking at different things. But it's quite hot, this one actually, so just one.
So show us your t-shirt.
Yes, I've never mastered. Ladies and girls are very good at being able to take off the top without showing absolutely everything. Us boys, you know, we're very... Right, so hold on, let me just get out of this costume.
Okay, just give us some minutes before Steve will take his jumper.
Ta-da! Okay, so we're coming into our next section, which is the news. Martin, can you hold up our piece of paper so we know that this is the news? This is the news.
Well, and we need to know some information from you.
We do.
About our progress.
Let's find out, see how we're doing, see what's going on. First of all, how are you? What's new with you? Editor will be keeping an eye on her laptop, which she's got buried just down there. And if you see me looking over like this, it's because I want to check the comments, okay? So who's online? Who's saying hello?
Angel.
Chia, hello to you, Chia. Hi, how do you do?
There is also Mamin.
Yes, okay. Oh, and there's Sheila. Sheila is online as well. Sheila is a big follower on Instagram.
Is she?
Yep. Often she sends me a couple of messages and gives me the thumbs up, which keeps me motivated. It keeps me going. When people get in touch and they sort of say, "Yay, okay, great, thank you, we like it, we enjoy it," you know, because I always think, okay, you know, is this as good as the last clip we did? Is this as much fun as the other ones? And it was a big thing about Halloween. So as part of our news section, I thought I might jump into how Halloween went, because we had quite a lot of Halloween clips this year. The one I was disappointed with, that I was hoping would be a lot better, was the Halloween rap.
And
yeah, it did very well. I mean, it still seems that a lot of people enjoyed it, but it was for slightly older children.
all right.
Of course, being a rap, but it had the chorus, which is just I'm a zombie. I'm a zombie. Everybody, all together, ready? I'm a zombie. Okay, okay. You've finished with Halloween. I can tell. You've moved on. You've got past it. But that one did really well. There was one clip that we posted up on Wow English TV. I was really worried about. It was the haunted house. Yeah, and I was worried because it's quite scary.
Is it?
It's scary just because I spend most of the clip just going, like that.
Okay, who was scared, you or the viewer?
I think our cameraman was scared. He was sort of like, and I was scared that my head would explode.
Right.
Have you tried to be scared for about 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 hours?
I'm not really.
It's hard work. Okay, we'll try now to scare you for the next sort of like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, it was a little bit scary, but the kids seem to really love it. The monsters there, they're quite nice and they're friendly. And that had around about 6 million views.
6 million?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
okay,
we were
that's a number.
Yay! So we're happy like that. But of course, we're always as good as the next... I'm now watching myself do the zombie online. Wow. Okay, that's a bit spooky.
You're successful to scare people around.
So yeah, we did that. So Halloween has been quite exciting. I hope you had a fantastic Halloween. You can type just to let us know what was your favourite Halloween clip. And if you really enjoyed one of the Halloween costumes. There was one where I was changing into lots of different costumes. Yes.
Oh, so let us know your favourite one then.
Shall I let you know the worst costume?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was the bat.
Was it?
Yeah, the bat costume. It looked okay, but it was very small. It was very tight.
Yeah.
And I could put the costume on, but it took me about half an hour to get the costume off. Because I had big wings attached, and I couldn't get my arm out because it was so tight around my chest. Luckily,
I'm sure the viewers enjoyed it.
I don't know. We'll have to find out. We'll have to see. So yeah, that was the bat costume, which was good fun. So it was an exciting Halloween, and we had the big jack-o'-lantern clip. Okay. Where we used digger. It's a bulldozer. It's a bulldozer. In our kindergarten, they love saying it's a bulldozer. I'm scooping out the pumpkin with a crane. I'm moving the mess with a bulldozer. I'm making the face with a chainsaw and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it was exciting times. So there we go. So yes, your favourite Halloween clip. It would be great to see. What you actually enjoyed.
What was it? Yeah.
Oh, we have. There's the lady who looks like exactly like. Oh no. I've forgotten her name. Martin's laughing because he knows and he's not going to tell me. Hold on, I can get there. Julia Roberts! That's it, yes. Is it Kadia? Kadia, hello to you. Hi, it's great to see you online. Fantastic.
Also, we have here Edita. I think I've spoken to her on Skype.
Excellent,
many
yes.
times.
Is she the lady down in Sicily?
In Poland.
In Poland, yes, in Poland. I was close.
Yeah.
Sicily, Poland. It's sort of, it's in Europe, so we're doing well on that one. But the big news. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, the big news. You have to put on one of these, okay, and I have to put on one of these. Okay, so there we go. This is the big news. All right. Okay, are you ready for the big news?
I hope so.
These are quite stylish. I think I'm going to wear these all the time. We should go to the disco. We'll be wearing these. You say, hey, is that an ice cream cone on your head? You say, no, it's a party. Because, hold on, I'll give you my iPad, please. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
1 million subscribers! Fantastic! Take a look at that! Oh, thank you so much! That's better, isn't it? You can hear me actually speak now. That's much better. Let's keep these on. Come on.
I don't think so.
All the cool kids are wearing these. I have no fashion sense. Okay. Right, this much we know. I have no fashion sense. Yes, thank you to everyone, to each and every one of you who have subscribed to Wow English TV. We crossed over 1 million subscribers. We had a party. We had a very large firework. which went off, and it didn't hit anything. It was okay, so we were fine with that.
Side.
So it means that I'm very proud of this.
Are you?
I'm very proud of this.
Share it with us.
I'm very proud. So you've seen it, but I keep it. It's our play button. We had the silver play button when Wow English TV surpassed 100,000 subscribers, and we got this. I put it on my wall, and I thought, great, I have a special place for this. And there's no way we'll get to 1 million subscribers. That's huge.
It's amazing.
Really. But so our silver play button will now be a gold play button. Yeah, so there'll be an unboxing video when it arrives, but that's Martin needs to get in touch with the people at YouTube and say, send us one, please. But is that right, Martin? It'll come very quickly, won't it? He's very shy. He's gone very shy again.
He doesn't want to speak to us anyway.
I know. I think last time, because he was speaking quite a bit. I think 2 or 3 words, right? It's the balance.
Yeah.
It's the balance. Yeah. But good. So that's the absolutely huge and mega news, which we're really, really proud of. We're really so excited about. Yes.
Okay, and that's our Wow channel.
Yes.
What's English?
The What's English channel, which is where this live stream will be put. That's doing really well. We've got nearly 150,000 subscribers, so that's wonderful. And that's where we put all of the methodology about teaching. We put these live streams up there. There's my video blog and all this sort of stuff. So check it out if you're interested in that sort of stuff. Facebook is continuing to grow.
All right.
We've got more than 31,000 subscribers now, I think.
Wow, that's a great number.
Which is fantastic. Instagram, if you want to see what I'm eating for my breakfast, I don't put those videos on there. I don't think, people take pictures of their food all the time.
Yeah.
Why? I'm busy eating it. I can show the picture of the empty plate and my full tummy afterwards, but I don't think people want to see that.
I don't think so either.
Instagram is growing. That's nearly 2,000 followers,
Great.
which is fantastic.
And about Amazon, I think?
Yeah.
There are some
I love the way you say Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
It's great though. I'm going to call it Amazon.
Amazing.
That's a great name. Amaze on TV.
It's like amazing and amazing together.
Fantastic. I'm going to get in touch with Jeff Bezos himself and say that they should actually change the advertising. I really like that. Amazon Prime is doing... Sorry, I'm teasing you. I should stop it. Okay, look, stop it. Yeah, okay.
Steve, please.
Great, yes. We're doing really well there. The Amazon Prime, it's shown in America, UK, Japan, and Germany, and it's measured in minutes.
All right.
How many minutes people have watched, and they've watched 120,000 minutes. That's not one person watching for 120,000 minutes, but we don't know how many people. Do we know how many people, Martin?
No.
6, right? No, we don't. But I hope it's you. That's where you can see us ad-free. Many parents and teachers, on YouTube sort of said, yeah, okay, great, it's wonderful, but there's advertising on there. You can subscribe to YouTube Red, which means that you won't get any adverts. On YouTube Kids, I think there are only children-friendly adverts. On Amazon Prime, there are no adverts, but there's a new one. There's a new one. Yeah, and there's a new service from YouTube, and it's called YouTube TV.
Okay.
And it's just launched in America. We don't get it in the UK. We don't get it in Europe. Maybe it will arrive at some point soon. But I think you subscribe, and they called us and they asked us if they can put some of our videos on YouTube TV. We said yes. We said yes. We didn't even wait. They said, "Would you like us to put yes?"
Yes.
Put it there any way you like. And that comes down to one more thing that I want to say. There's my new. Did I do my new slogan? My new catchphrase last time?
I don't remember.
If you care, please share.
Yeah, I did.
Because I had, on YouTube, if you like it, like it. If you love it, subscribe. Yeah. So now I've got a new one. If you care, please share. So if you click on share, share like our videos, send them out. Obviously, don't download them, but share them so other people can see them. Then that's wonderful. Yeah. And
I think we have one more product which is available to our not only viewers but also teachers, children everywhere actually around the world.
Yes.
They can get in touch.
Books.
Yay! Yeah, they are there again.
Yeah, we're doing Of course,
They're
now
doing very
that
well now,
lots of
right?
people have started in September, and now we're selling books in 21 countries, so over 20 countries around the world. I think it's all continents. Except Antarctica. It's a very cold and difficult market to sell books in Antarctica, but we're hoping that there could be some enthusiastic penguins. We're hoping. But we're not sure if enthusiastic penguins are our target audience.
Well, maybe we can get in touch with them. Let's see.
We'll try.
Let's see.
We'll
what
try.
can we do?
They are enthusiastic. There we go.
I think there are warmer countries such as Italy.
Yes,
Sicily.
Italy, Sicily, and
Spain.
in Spain.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but we're still. Shh, little secret. I'm thinking I might come to Spain and do a few shows in different schools.
Wow.
So let us know, and maybe Italy as well. Yeah, so if you're interested, we need
have
to.
one hello from Italy.
Do we?
Melania is greeting us.
Excellent hello to you. Hi.
And we have from Rita, hello.
That's Rita. Okay.
Rita and Lorenzo.
Excellent.
As
Good,
well.
good. Hello to all of you guys. It's absolutely wonderful. So there's rumour, there's talk, there's an idea of going to Spain and Italy, doing a few shows, having a bit of a sing and a dance, and show so the children can show what they know.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
That's another
Amazing.
catchphrase. Show what you know. So yeah, that's kind of like going well. I want to touch just quickly, if I can. We got time? Yes, we got time. Yeah.
Yeah.
On some new projects
Okay.
that
Are
we're
there
working
any?
on. Yes. Well, it's the same projects, but they're moving on.
Okay.
One of the things we're doing with a lot of this material is we're taking bits of it and we're trying to put a lot of the stuff that I do in the teacher training workshops that I occasionally do, some of the shows, the lessons that Michelle records, and we're building up that game bank on Facebook.
Yeah.
So there's lots of ideas of different activities, and we're trying to put all of this together in a kind of online teacher training academy. When it's on the tip of your tongue and you can't remember the word.
say it,
Yes. You just have to grab it, pull it out, put it in your ear, and then say academy. Yes. Handy tip.
That was the word.
Handy tip. It's on the tip of my tongue. Academy. Okay. There we go. So we're putting all that together in an academy, which I'm hoping is going to be pretty interesting and pretty exciting.
Very useful.
The stuff for the T for Teachers that I recorded a load this morning. A lot of things about T for Teachers. We recorded it with Martin.
Yeah.
And there were lots and lots of questions about classroom management. So our next our next Facebook live stream will be the next in the series on classroom management.
All right.
Because you remember last time, in the beginning of October, we discussed classroom management in relation to the planning stages.
Yeah.
So on the 7th of December, which is the first Tuesday of next month. Thursday. Yes, thank you. Okay, there's an echo in here.
Thursday.
Then we are going to be looking at classroom management in relation to in the classroom. So, how to react to, maybe some naughty children or some things that might happen whilst you're in the classroom. So that's going to be
I think people are interested even on our comments. There's a woman, Intessar is her name, and she asks for more classroom activities. So I think these live streams can give her a lot of inspiration, right?
And the game bank, the online game bank, which we upload every yes.
Very often.
Martin's teasing me today. He's making me work.
On Facebook, it's on Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday. I have a problem with Thursday today. I have a mental block about Thursday. Is it Friday yet?
Not yet.
No. Is it Thursday today?
Yes.
All day?
Yes.
It's Thursday all day today. Right, I can't get away from it. So yes, we upload those every Tuesday and Thursday to Facebook. There's usually a game. You can see it in the classroom. But we are going to be looking at a few activities that you can use in the classroom today. So let's move on to that. But just one thing before we do is the app.
Application.
Yes. So we're kind of looking at developing a little bit of an app.
All right.
essentially, we are looking at ways of moving to different parts of the world, and in many, many places, CDs are not really used anymore, and DVDs not. So we have this app here. So there you go. There's a big happy smiley face there. There's no getting away from it. So here, this is the video app. We're working on a game app that the children can play, where you can open up the app, you can give it to them, the kids can move around and can have a bit of fun. I'm hoping it's coming soon. Again, these things take a lot of time and everything. But you can click on Learn, and if you click on Learn, then you have here some
vocabulary.
Yeah, some vocab. So you can say, okay, this is about maybe food. You click on food, and then you can see here that you've got a story, or you have a song, and you can play. And when you click play, it will either live stream or you can download.
Even better.
Yes, you can download. One of the things about anybody that produces content, you're always worried about people downloading it, copying it, and sending it off to other people, which of course means that when we can't do any more, we can't make any more. So there's that, and if you go home, then you've got a play all, and here you can see lots and lots and lots of songs and videos that you can go through. So that's something to look forward to. Yeah. So should I show you the icon? Let me go to my home screen. The icon. It's going to look a little bit like this. You see the Wow Blue book there. You see the Wow Blue book there, Martin? Can you see it? Yes. You can also see all the apps that I've downloaded. And I wasn't playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I wasn't. I was busy working on the new app. I wasn't playing. They've got Sonic. It's the original Sonic. I know. I can see you're as excited as I am. I played it all day. I couldn't stop playing it.
Okay, now we have work, Steve. Okay. I'll give it back to you when we finish, okay?
Good plan.
Listen, just one thing. Is this app available already, or
Not yet.
It'll take time? It'll take time,
Not
right?
yet.
Because there is somebody asking for it, so it will come.
It's coming soon. It's coming soon,
Hopefully.
and we're working out distribution problems and sort of cost and blah blah blah. And it's all the boring business stuff.
Yeah.
But it might be bundled together with the book. So all the schools, all the teachers that have bought the book, they also get the app that goes along with it, and blah 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 blah. So,
by the way, do we have Maggie anywhere?
No, she flew away, didn't she?
There are a lot of greetings to her.
Excellent. Where is she? Maggie, you here? I'm hiding! Oh, she's hiding.
Oh, she doesn't want to be seen today.
Not today.
Okay.
I think she's a little bit shy today.
Right.
I do apologise. But yeah, we're here because they're having a party downstairs without us.
While we are working, right?
I know.
But we have better. Come on,
Yes.
we have better audience here.
We've got you.
Of course.
We're having our own party here. We don't need anybody else.
Of course.
So when we're down in our studio, we'll have Maggie will be there as well. And we're looking at getting Maggie available on Amazon.
Yeah. No, not yet.
I'm just going to bang my head on the table in frustration. Hopefully we'll see. But I think we've fallen down into a black hole, and we've disappeared on Amazon. They don't seem to recognise our barcode. They don't recognise anything. So it's becoming. It's gone beyond the joke now, and there are people that are getting frustrated. Believe me, nobody is more frustrated than Martin. He's incredibly frustrated because when I get frustrated, I shout at him and say, "Hey Martin, why isn't Maggie on Amazon?"
There is a black hole.
Yeah. So that's technically what has happened is we have disappeared down a black hole. So it's
okay.
Anyway, that's good.
It's in process.
Yes. So any quick shout outs?
Well, I think we should get to our topic of effective use of TPR, because there are some people asking for it already.
Good.
So
well, there we go. We've built up anticipation. We've had plenty of time for people to arrive, and now we can move on to our main topic. So Martin's going to hold up our little piece of main topic, and here it comes. Ta 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 ta. The question is,
what is TPR?
and the answer is total physical response. You don't have to roll the R. But no, total physical response. Yes, we're talking about TPR. It's a key fundamental stage It can mean the difference between success and failure in many, many classes, and we're going to dive in a little bit in detail about TPR. Again, it is a big topic. We'll try to dive in as much as we can here, but of course on the internet, on the World Wide Web, there is a lot of information. But I want to sort of like, I really want to focus in on how and when to use TPR. If you search online for a list of games on TPR, or list of TPR games on the internet, you will get loads.
Lots of them.
Yeah, we're trying to upload as much as we can, but we'll dive in a little bit more into TPR.
Okay, what is it actually? What is it about?
Yes.
Where does it come from? Because when you say TPR,
This is
you
it.
need to be there at the beginning.
This is it. TPR is a essentially it's a communication method. So it's a part of like a communicative method of learning English, and it was invented by James Asher of the San Jose State University, and I think it's been very popular since around about the mid 70s. And again, the people that have access to Google now can probably tell me it was 1974. I'm going to guess it was around about that time. What James Asher did is he was observing children and how they learnt their mother tongue, and he noticed that it was very much a sort of very often between the parent and the child. It was an instruction that was given, and then the child would carry it out, would actually do it. So the easiest way to like remember what is TPR is just to say, well, it's say and do. So you say something and somebody else does it. And there have been many people that have sort of said, okay, well, let's take a look at it. It's great for children learning a language. It's great for beginners learning a language. But I think since then it's actually proved itself to be good beyond that. For almost everybody, everybody and anybody, even adults. So it's not just like for beginners and kids. But of course, we are specialised in teaching very small children. So we use it for a couple of different things. These are the important questions that we're going to be looking at. So here we've got the who, the what, the when, and the how. So we're going to try to answer sort of like all of these questions. And the first one there, who is it good for? I think we sort of answered basically everybody.
Okay.
No. So then going on to the sort of the what sort of games are good examples of this, and also we'll maybe extend it into who is it good for. Because perhaps we can have say if you're teaching older kids, and I can give you our bronze book there. I'm holding the orange book here. You can have a simple game of touch. Okay. So touch can be in the terms of touch the window, and of course the children move to touch the window. If the children don't go to touch the window and they go to touch the door, then they've communicated to you as a teacher that they don't know what that word means, or that there is some confusion there, that perhaps you've been introducing and drilling a lot of language. We talked about introducing and drilling in previous live streams. So perhaps you've been introducing and drilling, and somehow they've got their wires crossed, or they remember that word but they associate it with a different picture or a different piece of realia, so they can really communicate that. But when we're having large classes, it's something maybe that we'll touch upon later, but when you have a large class, you think, well, I'm not going to do TPR because I don't want 30 children all moving at the same time to go to different places. You can do the game of touch just with the book. So here, sort of like in this book here, perhaps I can open up the book here. I've opened it up at a page where there's a few colours, and I can say, okay, so editor, with your finger, please touch something pink, go! Okay, and editor has touched something pink, thus demonstrating that she does indeed know what the word pink means. Okay, so you can do that just with a finger. I can say maybe, editor, with your elbow, can you please touch something grey?
Alright.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yay! And she touched something grey. So it doesn't always have to be just sort of like, okay, with your finger touch this, and I can say, editor, with your nose, please touch something purple.
Okay.
Go. Okay, so having fun. I think we've sort of like established that, okay, when we're teaching kids, yes, we are teaching them. Yes, it's a very professional job, but we do need to be having a little bit of fun with it. So you can have a game of touch just within the book, and you can develop it beyond just the sort of like touch the different things, and we can practice different body parts there as well. You know, and it could be a bit of fun, especially when the kids are touching something with their nose, you know, or with their ear, you know, sort of like do something like this. So we can sort of like play around in the book to have the game of touch, and it's developed beyond just the 30 children moving in one direction, in another direction, the noise and everything. Yeah, sure. If we're teaching older children, okay, so good luck with this one, okay. So I can show you just again like a colourful page. Don't worry, I won't say with your nose, please touch something green. Okay, but what I can do is I can say, okay, and so, are you ready? Can you please touch something beginning with the word D? That sounds like duh. 5, 4, 3, 2, go for the dishwasher. 2,
okay.
Is it there? Yeah, okay, so there we go. Okay, so it's there. Good. Yeah, I saw just down here, it's a dishwasher. It's down here, okay. So this one we're practicing, obviously, you know, it's appliances and things in the home beyond just table and bag and book and down. You just touched your nose on the live.
You're laughing at me for the second time.
I can laugh again for a second time. That's wonderful. Instant playback. There's a slight delay. I hope that our internet connection is working okay with you. So, so there, I can start to do some phonic work, perhaps there, and I can say maybe, okay, editor, with your finger, please touch a personal pronoun. Okay, or you can have please touch something in the continuous tense or whatever. So that's maybe when we're teaching, like, you know, say young adults.
Yeah, I would say so.
And maybe when we're looking at the structure of the language, which as do we discuss when the language centers of the brain start to close in early children. Yeah, we did. We said the language center starts to close at around about 6, 7, 8 years old, and then it becomes, you know, we can still become fluent native English speakers, sure, but it becomes a little bit more of an academic study when we can do parts of speech. You know, or we can do that. So, you know, there we can even, you know, with the book, we can still do a fun TPR activity of the game of touch. So we've got, you know, those type of activities. Stations is a big one.
What is that?
Stations is perhaps one of the most popular. Yeah, it's a game that I use time and time again in many different ways. Stations is essentially we have a flashcard and we just create a station. So if I say, okay, this is over on that side of the classroom, the cheese is on that side of the classroom. Maybe I put yogurt maybe over this side of the classroom, and then essentially and socks. I don't know why I've got cheese and socks and yogurt in one.
It really isn't a good combination.
They're not related. These have nothing to do. It's just pure chance. I mean, my socks are a little bit cheesy. But anyway, but moving on from that, that's too much personal information there, really, isn't it? It's pure chance that happened. But we can set up these stations around the classroom, and then what we're doing is we're playing touch. You can say move in different ways. So, okay, please jump to the socks. Please crawl to the cheese. You know. You can put maybe some emotion in there as well. So you are essentially playing touch, but you've got different stations around the classroom. But of course, remember, if you've got 30 kids, what you can do is just point to the different stations. So, you know, again, if you say, okay, point to the cheese, and the children pointing to the socks, they probably know me very well.
But they have a problem with understanding, right?
Perhaps. But if they point to the socks, then they're demonstrating that they don't understand that word. So what we're doing here in many instances is we're testing the children, and we're testing to see how they understand. So Stations is a fantastic game. Should we do one or two more? Would you like one or two more games?
I think so. They are asking for that for sure.
Okay. My other favourite is Find It Fast.
All right.
Find It Fast is a great game. Of course, don't forget with Stations you can use realia as well. You know, sort of like have some real cheese in the corner of the classroom. Just remember not to leave it there for too long. And if you want some real socks in your classroom, then use your own. Don't ask for mine. So we can play Find It Fast. So I can say, hey, look everybody, look, what is it? It's yogurt, yay! Okay, I'm going to put the yogurt just down here on the middle of the table. And of course, what we can do is we can spread these out. I've got cheese here, I've got socks here, I've got guitar and a frog.
All right.
Very strange So mix it. But what I might do is I'll mix them all up, and I'll say, okay, are you ready? So we've got the flashcards here. Can you see these flashcards roughly, Martin? Okay, so we say, okay, are you ready? Editor, what we're going to do is we have to find the cheese as fast as we can. But you can take a card, you can look at it. If it's not the cheese, then you've got to put it back face down. Again, what we need to do in all of these, we talk about classroom instructions, is really demonstrate exactly what you want the children to do. And this is really important in a TPR game. They need to know what the TPR response is.
Yes, all right.
You know, so I would really spend a little bit of time, you know, to sort of say, especially in this game, to say, right, I want you to look for the cheese. If you take this card, you can look, is it cheese? If it's not cheese, put it back down. If it is, you can hold it up and say, yay, I've won. So again, much like we had in the drilling section, we said that you need to drill the answer first, the answer before the question. And if you drill the answer first, the children know what to say.
All right.
In a TPR game, it's just as important that the children know what to do. In many respects, it's obvious, but perhaps in some, it's not. And you could say, okay, touch the window, and all the children get up and move to the window when you don't want all the children to move. You just want them to point to it. So just spend a little time, slow down, make sure that you really run through one activity and you show what to do. So in the game of Find It Fast, all we have to do is find it fast.
Right.
So are you ready? Okay, I know that that's not cheese. Okay. Or is it? Okay, so right. So you ready? Okay. If you find the cheese first, you get a Stevie Star. Stevie Star.
Right.
Okay, but we'll come on to rewards and punishments. That's going to be later. That's in the next one. So you ready? Okay, we've got to find the cheese in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, find the cheese. Yeah! Found the cheese, you find it fast. Okay, with a bigger classroom, obviously what I would do is I would make it a bit more fun. Put these flashcards all the way at the other end of the flashcards. You have to run and find it and hold it up. So yeah, a game of Find It Fast can be a lot of fun.
I think these activities are more or less high energy activities, right?
Yes.
TPRs always are, aren't they?
Not always. Because like we said, just with the finger touching in the book,
you're right.
it doesn't have to be the everybody get up and run around. So again, what we talked about is managing the energy levels of your class, high, low, high, low, high, low. You might be at the stage where you need a quieter activity because you think the children are getting hyperactive, and you need just to calm them down a little bit. But the next thing in your lesson plan is a TPR game of running, and so you think, oh, okay, I'm going to do that TPR activity, but I'm going to do it in a little bit more of a subdued way. So perhaps we could play Find It Fast with a large group that we want to sit down. We could sort of like say, okay, I'm going to put 5 cards out here, okay? And I could ask editor to come to the front of the classroom and say, okay, you need to find the cheese. So point to one card and we'll see if it's cheese. Okay, so editor, we'd like to select a card. This one. Okay,
yes.
And you can go back down and sit down, okay? And now say, you know, with your half of the class, okay, is this one the cheese? Yes! Wait a minute. How did you do that?
See?
You're watching, yes. Okay, X-ray vision. That's obviously. I thought the cheese wasn't there, to be honest. So there we can sort of like play that game where the next group will come up and choose the next card, and they're just basically the TPR element of it is when you show it, and if they say yeah, then they know that they found what you have asked for.
Right.
So you have given the command find the cheese, and when you show this card, perhaps give a straight face and say, yeah. Is this cheese? Is it cheese? And say, yeah. And then we can sort of like spend that time.
Very well. Which actually gets us a little bit to when shall we use such an activity?
It does. It does.
When is the best time in the lesson? What is your?
What I would say here is keep talking for a moment, and I'll just have a little drink of water.
I think we can. We can actually greet Sharena, Franz, and Farid, who are greeting us all.
Marvellous! Where are you? Where are you in the world? It's exciting.
Nobody writes us where are they from, but they are greeting us all.
Excellent.
Maria, Sally.
Excellent. Hello, Maria. Hello to you. Good. There was some asking about lessons on Amazon. We have some songs and some stories on Amazon, but how they are integrated into a lesson for the class. That's in the teacher's books that are available separately. You need to email Petra Johnston, petra@what'senglish.com. I'll put that up in a bit later on. Yes, you asked a question before I forgot. And your question...
My question was when we are supposed to use TPR.
Brain's not working, is it? I seem to be having some kind of meltdown. Good stuff. But we can use it at 2 stages, at 2 key stages in the lesson plan. The first is a method of introducing the language. So we can do a TPR way, which is almost like a little bit of a mime. So we can say, okay, everybody, I want you to jump, jump, jump. And we go around and you jump. I want you to fly, fly, fly. And what we're doing is we are showing it in a physical way. We're getting the children to respond because they're responding to what we're doing and what we're saying. And we're also drilling at that stage because you say, okay, come on, everybody, let's say fly, fly, fly. And what we're doing here is we're using it as a way of first of all showing something, so it's introducing through realia, but it's a different way of introducing from what we showed before, where we were introducing maybe with the slow reveal, if you remember, sort of like slowly revealing a flashcard and then showing it. What we're doing here is we are introducing using TPR. But this is not the same as using it as a concept checking tool. As essentially like in the TEFL industry, you see the CCQs, the content checking questions. So content checking questions are invaluable, and we're using TPR as a form of concept checking. Again, like we said, it's okay, touch the window, and if they don't go to the window, then they haven't understood. So we are using it in this respect. And when you're using it as a concept check, you need to make sure, or you need to be confident as a teacher that the children know it. And the way to do that is to first of all introduce the language, make them, get them to look, get them to listen. This was live stream.
I think it was somewhere in March.
Available on What's English YouTube channel. And you need to make sure that you've drilled it, that the children are confident in saying it, and they've made the association, and they're not just parroting. So here then we are actually using it to concept check. So those kind of like are the key stages. You can also use it a little bit in just basically checking that they understand the classroom instructions. So of course, you will have many little TPR activities where you say, okay, I need you to stand in line in 2 groups, or blah, 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 blah. Or, I want everybody to sit down and open their books at page. So again, there's a little bit of TPR there. But I'm going to focus in on just this concept checking ability here. So I think that's sort of like in our list of who, what, when. I think sort of like what, we had a few ideas. It's good for everybody. What, there are a couple of ideas, and there are more on the game bank that we're posting. And the when is at either the introductory stage or the concept checking stage. And so I need to put it on those 2 stages.
Okay, there was one question from Jan, because I think he's just joined our live stream and he's asking how often we are here.
Yes.
So maybe just to repeat this information.
We are here the first Thursday. I got it right that time. The first Thursday of the month. So every month, the first Thursday, if it's raining, snowing, whatever happens, we're going to be here. And you can check out some of the things that we got.
One more fast question. Emanuela is commenting on using our books.
Yes.
Already that she received them a couple of days ago. And
marvelous.
I think maybe we can mention where the people can get our books.
Yes. As we said, we're trying to expand. It's difficult to get distribution in many different countries. And because my face is everywhere, I hope I've been able to explain that I'm not so egocentric. I'm not such an egomaniac. Others disagree. Martin's shaking his head. But I'm not such an egomaniac that I want my face everywhere. But it's the connection to the language, to give English a real face that communicates a lot. So we we don't want to put the books just on general sale. And we talked about that, you can give great materials to a bad teacher and the lesson will be bad. You can give bad materials to a great teacher and the lesson will be good.
Yeah.
So we want to get great materials to great teachers to make fantastic lessons or wonderful lessons. So we're trying to set up some distribution partners and to find out if we can deliver into your country, please email petra@whatsenglish.com. We'll hold up a sign at the end where you can take that information from. It's one of the last pages, Martin, if you're looking for it now. So that's wonderful, and it's great. There we go. It's great to know that the books have been very well received. Everybody that starts with them says the kids are just really enthusiastic and they have a lot of fun learning. And that's it. That's all we're trying to do is have a bit of fun while learning. Yeah, it's sort of like to learn and play.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, let's get back to our topic.
Yes, good idea. We're on the last question, aren't we?
I think so.
Yes, we're on the
how. Use it. Yeah.
Yes,
What is
good.
it actually about?
So sort of like how to use TPR. By this, what I mean is that we can check understanding in its simplest form. Have the children associated the word with the object.
All right.
But we can also go a little bit further than that, and we can start to get into more of the abstract. And this is what we try to build into the lesson plans, is moving from something concrete to something abstract. So we're kind of thinking about how we can go about that. And if I've got here, I have my sad face here, the sad face for no.
Sad smiley.
Okay, and I should have my happy face for yes. Okay, so there we go. So I got my happy face for yes. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we can set these up as stations, or we can set these up as cards that you can hold up. Each child can have their own. And what I mean by moving from the concrete to the abstract is that I can hold this up and I can say, okay, you ready, editor? I just need you to listen and slap. Again, as we talked about, take a little bit of time to show what the response is. Try to help the children with your body language, listen and slap, so that you know exactly what I want you to do. In the drilling, you need to know exactly what I want you to say and hear exactly what to do. So we say, editor, look, they are trousers. And editor will say, no! And she'll slap the sad face, okay, because they're obviously not. So editor has communicated with me the fact that she knows that these are not trousers, that they are socks. I can say, okay. Now I can say, along the lines here, I say, editor, is it a guitar? Yes! Okay, so that's concrete, okay? That's obvious. And, when you hit this or this card, I'm able to correct you. Yeah, so I'm able to sort of like say here, I say, if you slap yes, I say, editor, are they trousers? And you say yes, I say, no, they are socks. And I can take you back here and I can correct you. I can get a little bit more abstract. I say, editor, can you play the guitar? I did not know that. So there we go. So our next party, okay, editor will be live on the guitar. We shall put it on a Facebook live stream and we'll all sing along. So so you used to have the happy face there. At this point, for me as a teacher, I don't have that concrete control. I'm not able to correct you. And I can say, I can extend it to say, editor, have you got a brother? And you said have on the yes. So then I can I can check a little bit here. So I can sort of say, well, okay, what's his name? And if you say, Sarah, I think, okay. You haven't understood the difference between brother and sister, so I need to go back and introduce that and drill it before we play this game again. But on this one, there's sort of like, can you play the guitar? Or I can say, editor, do you like Guns N' Roses? No, okay, now I will correct you. But again, it's who doesn't like Guns N' Roses? Okay,
I need to change the colours.
Teasing me. But again, you're expressing your personal opinion, and you are directly communicating something to me that I don't know. Why do we use language? It's to talk about our ideas, our feelings, something that is personal. And when you have a large class, it's a very big split when you start to say, okay, is it a guitar? And they all go to yes, and all go to no. And when you start to ask a question where the class is going to be split, it can be a big sort of like mental shift there. And what you can say to them here is you say, okay, are you wearing something blue? And then the class splits. Yeah, so some of them are wearing blue, some of them are not. But many of them won't understand that you've asked them a question about themselves and not the group as the whole. So they're not just like sheep, just following to this, to yes or to no. So you can go through this process of moving from the concrete, you have hit the wrong card, to then something individual about you and then something personal about you. And that is a great way to use TPR to get the children to actually start to express something about themselves and to communicate without speaking. Because what we're doing here is we're now beginning to push the class towards not vocalizing, but communicating something. And we can go on in that way. Another one of the hows, unless we've got somebody to jump to, another one of the hows is how to use it effectively. It can be a fantastic bridge into vocalizing, into speaking. So perhaps we have the game of pairs. In the business it's called Pelmanism. Many of you know it as pairs, I think. So basically I have two of the same cards, so I turn this over and it's cheese, I turn this over, it's cheese, they're a pair, they're two of the same, yay, they're not, it's a frog playing guitar, but please bear with me. Okay, so in this game of the pairs, you just say, let's try to make a pair, and I turn it over, and this one, I need the other one, and say, not the same, You don't actually need to speak to play this game. You can do it. But in the classroom, what you might choose to do is to play a TPR activity, but push them into speaking. So you say, editor, please turn over one card. What is it?
It's a frog.
Yeah, and I push you into actually speaking. You don't have to, because now I can say, can you find another frog? And you can do it. But then maybe you might choose another card. There isn't another frog. They are shoes. So I'd say, well, what are they?
Yeah, they are
shoes. Are they the same? No. However you want to show that you haven't actually made a pair. And this can be a very, very important bridge, going from an activity where you don't have to speak, but I'm pushing you into speaking.
To do it. Yeah.
Because you can have a very big problem. We've talked about this, about going to vocalization too early. It puts a lot of stress also. Also, the teacher can't help. If you play a game where they must speak, which is what we want to do. We want the children to speak English. That's why
doing it.
That's why we're teaching them. It's why the parents are excited about this. This is what we want to do. But if you play, say, the game Chinese Whispers, our American friends, they call it the telephone, I think it's called, or silent postman, sometimes it's called. It's where I might show the child in the back of a queue with a guitar, and they have to say guitar, and then whisper it in your ear, and you pass it down. There, you have to speak. If you don't speak, your team will lose the game, and there is nothing I, as a teacher, can do to help you. So I have to be 100% confident that not only were the children looking and listening when I was showing what it is, that we practice saying it so I know that they can produce it. I can test that they understand what it is through TPR activities. I can push them into speaking before playing a game where if you don't speak, you lose.
You lose, yeah.
And that's a stressful situation to be in, especially, of course, when it's stressful if it's your mother tongue. But if it's not your mother tongue, then of course, So TPR really is key of avoiding that danger, because sit down with all the games and activities and just ask yourself this one simple question. Do the children have to speak to win? And that will tell you if it's a TPR activity or not. If the children speak during the game, they say, it's a frog. Fantastic.
That's amazing.
That's what we want. So again, don't be confused and thinking TPR means you're not speaking. If you do speak, wonderful, fantastic. And we should always encourage the children to speak. But you don't have to speak in order to win the game. Yeah. And this is kind of like a big sort of distinction. And the other how, the last how that I think we'll come on to And then we'll just we'll sort of like try to answer one or two quick questions. The last how is how to use it effectively. I think you really can use it to help you stay in the target language, in the second language, L2. So not the children's mother tongue, maybe not your mother tongue, even if your language ability is low. Many teachers are worried about playing games because perhaps they are not native English speakers. They are not confident in their fluency, their ability in English. Yeah. And I do lots of teacher training sessions. I do one in Japanese. And we play the listening slap. And I have the cards out and I say, okay, you know, when I say this word, you know, I want you to listen and slap. And I don't know how to say in Japanese, okay, please put your hands on your head. I don't know how to say that. All I can say in Japanese is like, kudasai, kudasai, which means like, please, that's it. It's just like one word, please. So I say, okay, please, okay, and guitar, okay, yeah. So again, I don't know how to say, I am the winner. But just showing that one, say guitar, and you snap and you hold up, yay. And now you know what to do. You're listening for the word, okay? And when I say it, you're going to snap. So don't focus too much on what you don't know. And if you do focus a lot on what you don't know, you won't play many of these games and many of these activities. And if you're thinking, you know, well, how do I say, okay, I want half the group to stand up and move to this flashcard, show them, do it with them. I want half the group stand up, okay, you know, stand up. And you actually, sometimes you actually have to sort of like, you know, get the children up and say, okay, I need you to listen and slap, you know, and you might need to sort of like show. Of course, in different countries, in different cultures, there are obviously codes of conduct, and you need to be careful, you know. But you can do it yourself. You say, you know, I need you to listen and slap and to show. But if we slip into the mother tongue, then the children are just going to wait for your translation, and they're going to get a little bit lazy with it. But we can be very obvious, like, in a TPR situation, what do I want the children to do? Okay, I need to show them what I want them to do, and then so like, or just like, okay, point. That's why I do like with the finger, me, it just gets their attention. Me. Okay, look at the finger. Okay, I want you to point. Okay, so it's really, really great to keep you in the target language. Yeah,
and I think there is one more thing which is maybe important. You need to be consistent with your showing, correct?
Yes, you do.
Because once you show them, they need to know that.
I think so, yeah. And I'm sure, did I tell this story before? We did, yeah. I was teaching I was teaching wild animals who said, okay, be a crocodile, be a hippo. Hippo. How to show the hippo. So you need to think of if you're miming, say, some animals, and be careful. TPR is not the game of charades. And many teachers might think that you know, if you say, okay, one child comes to the front and you hold up the picture and you say, okay, you know, I need you to be a fish, and the child is this, or you know, however. If the children are shouting out what they think it is, then that's a speaking activity. And if the children don't say anything, you have a problem because you haven't gone through this TPR stage. So
I mean, I think it's really necessary to be consistent.
It is,
right?
It is. So think about exactly what it is that you want the children to do. Show them, maybe show them with a picture, show them with realia, show them with the mime, show them with the action that you want them to do, and put the language in there if you can. You know, I want you to listen and slap so that they get more language than just this one picture.
And they get more inputs, right? So they can listen and look at the picture.
Absolutely. Very well. All this in. So there we go. That's a whistle-stop tour of TPR. There's a lot to talk about here because it really is a key stage. Please, don't skip the TPR stage. If you do, you're going to make it so much more difficult for yourself and for the children.
Sure.
And if you have a large class and you're thinking, I can't do TPR because I have a big class, I'll skip it, I'll move on, and I'll play a speaking game where the children can shout out. If they don't shout out, you have a big problem.
Sure.
The children might have lost a little bit of confidence in you as well because you've asked them to do something that they're not capable of doing. So they think, I don't know what to do, so in the next game I just won't do anything.
Of course.
So do be careful. Definitely do not skip the TPR stage. It is very important.
Okay, we have several hellos
Yay!
from all over the world. We have a hello from Maria from Carolina, who loves our activities.
Excellent. Hello to you, Maria. Fantastic. It's nice that you can join us. That's wonderful.
I think we are getting back a little bit to Halloween, to our initial topic.
Yes. What have we got?
Daughter, there is no name, but a daughter from Casey, she was singing It's Halloween All Day.
It's Halloween, the night they play trick or treat. Me too. This is the problem. It just goes round in my head as well.
And it's going back, right?
I'm sitting on the bus and I'm singing these Halloween songs.
Okay, there is Delshot saying how. Delshot Nur.
Okay, excellent. Delshot Nur.
Nur.
Marvellous. Thank you. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is so good that you can join us on the Facebook live streams.
Yeah.
We are looking at different ways that we can communicate with you.
Sure.
And if there is something that you would like us to discuss, let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah.
And
I think we have had quite a few tips which we can include in our future live streams, but I'm
Marvellous.
not really sure what the next live stream is going to be about.
Oh yes, that was about the classroom management.
Yeah, the classroom,
and
right.
it is during the lesson.
Yeah, and it was on the 7th of December.
7th of December.
Thursday night.
And it will be 3 o'clock GMT, which in the UK means that it's 4... No, I'm getting
I
confused.
think it's...
GMT, yeah, GMT plus... No! This is the reason. The clocks went back. And do you know what that means? It means you have an extra hour of the children jumping on your head in the morning. That's exactly what that means.
That's amazing, right? Isn't
no,
it?
it isn't. It isn't. I used to love it because it was like... We said spring forward, because you spring forward and fall back, and you fall back into bed. That's the way to remember, you know, if they go forwards or backwards. I used to love it when it was fall back into bed. Now I like it spring forward. Say, come on kids, okay, right, you know, sorry you've lost an hour, you've got to go to kindergarten, off to school, off to bed, and all the rest of it. But there you go.
Well, one more hello from China.
Oh,
Very
wonderful,
from
marvellous.
Duska Diakovic.
Duska, hello to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully, China is a big problem in distributing books and materials. We're hoping that our app might be possible to sort of like get these things out
hopefully,
there.
fingers crossed for that.
Okay, thank you so much for watching this episode. That's absolutely marvellous. Martin is about to hold up the piece of paper that has the different ways that you can get in touch with us. Once again, you know, guys,
this one.
we love you. We love you. Yep,
This one.
the one you got there.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Take care.